How's it going, folks? ZenCons here, ZenCons, you know where it's at. So, hope you had a really good Saturday. Today, I really like Saturdays, not because everybody else kind of has that whole weekend thing, but Saturdays for me is a double workout day. So, I'm really into Saturdays because I get to work out in the morning and work out in the afternoon. I also get to be on top of, my eating, and so I can stagger what I really need to eat throughout the day. I don't feel rushed, so it's really good. So, just coming at you today to just send a real quick reminder out to folks to stay focused, right? So two things. Number one, remember that the home you built and the bed that you make is the one that you sleep in, right? So that's really important to keep in mind. This is your temple, and you have to build your house, right? So part of my house is the space that I visit every day to stay on top of a healthy mindset, right? So that means I got to take care of the temple so that I can take care of business in the house and outside of the house. So that's just my reminder to everybody, right? I'm really, really, really focused in on getting back into the shape that I need to be in, getting back into that health space that I need to be in, and I want to recommend that to everybody, right? It doesn't matter how small of an activity you do, just that you do some form of activity, and again, that you watch what you're putting in your body, right? That diet, and it's not just the diet of what we're consuming with respects to food, but everything, right? Everything that we're reading, everything that we're seeing, all the thoughts that are coming through our mind, all of the emotions and feelings that we're either having or that we're receiving. Please keep that in check, because all of that is a manifestation of who you are and what you're going to be able to accomplish. So keep that in check. Again, this is your temple, and be careful with the home and the bed that you make, because that's going to be critical to launching yourself into that future that either you want or you don't want. My hope is that you're creating a future that you do want, and so it really matters what you're doing today. So that's number one. Number two, I want to make an announcement and let people know that I'm heading in a direction a little bit different than what I've done in the past. A lot of folks know me for the community work that I do. They know me for my professional work or my academic work, and I'm going to be putting my energies into helping Latino men unleash their leadership potential. And this is something that's a little bit different. I feel that in the past, I've really focused in on creating community space, inclusive space, and sometimes at the expense of those brothers who actually needed that help. To this day, I get folks who contact me and say, "Hey, Louis, you really helped me. I'm actually doing this now. Can you give me advice?" Things of that matter. And I always saw that as just something that you do as being part of community. But now I'm really focusing in and saying this is really a need for our men who are out there, and we really need to think about the teaching that is going on with respects to our boys, our young men, and our men, right? So, the teaching that's happening around those spaces, right? And so there's a lot of conversations of, redefining what that looks like. A lot of it, though, for me, seems like based on deficiency. And I don't think we should be looking at ourselves in a deficient mindset. I think that's what has happened in general in society. And I think we should really reframe that and start looking at assets. What assets do we bring to the table, and where are there spaces that we could learn, right? It's this idea that we shouldn't step aside and we shouldn't step back, but that we should step up, and we should be encouraging everyone to step up. So I'm going to be doing that work, again, helping Latino men to unleash their leadership potential. I feel that the 20 years of work that I've done that as an aside, as an unintended consequence. And now I want to be intentional with that work. All the men out there that I've talked to, who I've been able to interview and talk to and connect with, thank you so much. Thank you for opening up. Thank you for speaking your truth and confiding in me. I'm so grateful and thankful that there's a community out there of individuals who trust me to the point where they're willing to share with me some of their thoughts on this very issue. And I feel that this is something that's going to be really important from now into the future. So be looking at, what has my track record been for the last 20 years, and what do I want the track record to be for the next 20? And that means a whole lot of different things, and there's still decisions to be made. But I want to make this announcement, and I want to make it official. And again, I want to thank everybody who helped me to get to this place. This does not mean that I'm not going to be working in community, or that I'm not going to be working with women or folks from the LGBT community, or youth or families in any way, shape, or form, but that I'm just going to pivot a little bit here and give that extra attention to the men who have asked me for help. And I'm going to do that work because it feels right, and it feels like the time needs that. And so, again, this idea is to have everyone step up. And I feel like I'm one of the individuals who can help so that these young brown men, they can step up and they can accomplish those things that they wanted to accomplish without feeling judged or without feeling alone. You're not alone. And I want to let you know that you're not. So I'm here to listen, and I'm here to serve. And more details will come. So thank you so much, everybody. I want to say just, how grateful I am that I can even do this and put this out. And I'm looking forward not only to helping the men here locally, but helping the men that I've been able to connect to that are now throughout the U.S. and outside of the U.S. So thank you so much. We'll be in touch. And again, I don't want us just to connect. I want us to Zen connect. So thanks, folks. We'll be in touch soon, and you'll be hearing more. Much love. Take care.